Hey, good evening, and welcome to Monday MAME. Today it is trackball time, or tonight is trackball time. We're going to play a bunch of games on the old retro pie machine I've got here that use a trackball. Why? Well, I just thought it'd be a fun theme to try. Also, I like trackball. And the other reason is I just cleaned my trackball. I opened up this X Arcade tank stick, and I cleaned it out. I oiled the, not the rollers, there's the bearings need oiling. Basically, the idea inside in the inner mechanics of a trackball, you want friction for the rollers, the ball against the rollers, and you want the sorry, I'm being pinged by somebody, and you want to oil your bearings. Um, so that is going to be the theme of today. It's trackball stuff. So most of the trackball games are pretty early in the lifetime of arcades, so mostly the 80s, but there's some later stuff too. You might have heard a lot of these games. Some of these games are classic. I wouldn't say a lot of them, but you should have heard of Centipede and Marble Madness and Missile Command at least. But Crystal Castles is another classic trackball game that we're going to play tonight. Um, and I found a very interesting looking game that I'd never heard of before. It's a Japanese only game. I don't have the preview video here for it right now. But this is called Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. It is actually an arcade only, Japan only Sonic the Hedgehog game that uses a trackball. So that should be interesting to explore. So I guess without further ado, we'll start. I actually want to skip the top game, Attacks, because I kind of don't like it. Long story short, I don't want to get into it too much. So I'm going to start with Birdie King, which is a golf game. And by the way, some of these games, the way I select them, some of them are classics that are well known to me and probably to some of you too. Some of them are just me exploring what I hope to be hidden gems. Some of them might actually be hidden crap. Sometimes it works out that way. It's kind of a mixture of gems and crap. But anyway, one last thing. I wear my wedding band on my right hand because I have some pain issues in this one. But I want to take it off. And anytime you take off your wedding band, you have to make sure your wife knows you love her very much. So I love you, Emily. I'm taking this off just for now to play games, so I'm not banging the ring into the trackball repeatedly, and I'm placing it right on my laptop so it doesn't get lost. All right, why don't we start and load up Birdie King. The Birdie King is a really early game. It uses a trackball. It is a golf game with simple graphics from 1982 by the Taito Corporation. By the way, I like to chat with you all. This is my excuse to virtually hang out with people, so if you want to join me in the chat, I appreciate it. And also, I apologize for not doing this Monday MAME stream in a few weeks. I basically had a horrible water incident on my computer, but now I have a grown-up sippy cup. It's called a Mighty Mug. And what the Mighty Mug does is it has a suction effect, so you can't knock over your drink. And of course, it's going to spill right now on my X Arcade stick just to prove me wrong. And the way you pick it up is you lift it straight up. That's my shameless plug. No, they didn't pay me a dime, I swear. Okay, so let's get into some Birdie King? As always, let me know how volumes sound, if there's any technical issues I need to adjust on the fly, whatever. I'll try to do what I can. Usually, if anything, it's usually volume. It can be other things. By the way, I do have a more stable network connection now. I'm actually using Ethernet. In the past, I was using Wi-Fi. Once in a while, it would get flaky. So I said, enough of this. I'm gonna use Ethernet. So anyway, now let's play this game for real. So we have to roll exactly where we want to aim our stroke of the golf ball. I know nothing about golf, so I'll probably use the incorrect terms. So I'm apparently in the bunker, although it looks to me like I'm just outside it, but I don't know. So, how's the music's volume here? It looks like it's not too loud. I suck apparently, by the way. So we're gonna go this way this time. Oh, it's a zoom in now. I didn't expect that. Wait. It's not quite going the direction I want it to go. Okay, we're gonna go straight, diagonal, that way. Oh. What am I at, like 8 strokes now? Oh, I'm on 7 now. Okay, now I'm at 8. I'm awesome. Oh, come on. Okay, let's get gentle now. I'm apparently hitting it way too hard. Okay, one more. One more and we got it, right? Woohoo! Only 11 strokes. Needless to say, I'm not experienced in this game. It looks like I have a timer before I can... Yeah, it's going 3, 2, let's go. Oh, way too hard. Ooh. I got OB, I don't know what that means. Out of bounds, okay. So we'll go gentle this time. There we go. Now I'm in the bunker, nice. On the green, so I guess it's going to zoom in again. Hey Ryan, how are you? Seems like me and Ryan have been interacting in this streaming world, YouTube streaming world, like every day lately. And that's cool though. I like hanging out with you, Ryan. Alright, that time I got 7 strokes, so a little bit better. Oh, that one's straight up. Huh. Straight up again? I guess I'll go straight right almost. That's better. I'm still going to take like 20 strokes at this point though. Alright, I'm going to go straight, totally straight to the right this time. Totally straight. Just to get back on the course at least. Oh, come on. Yeah, I love MAME games too. That's why I do this stream. A lot of it is exploration for me because I don't know most of these games. I know like the ones that happen to be in the arcades I would hang out at. Come on. But I didn't really do a lot of arcade hanging out, except for maybe a couple years in the late 80s to early 90s. We had, here on Long Island, we had this place called Spaceplex. It later became infamous for an infamous kidnapping situation. There was a girl named Katie Beers who was kidnapped at Spaceplex. And that's all anybody heard about it in the news. Anyway, that was where I did most of my arcading. Otherwise, it was like we would go on vacation as a family, and the first thing I would do is go to the game room to check out the hotel's arcade games that they had. I was like more excited about that than the rest of the vacation trip. Anyway, that's Birdie King. I'm terrible at it. I'm going to be terrible at most of these games, by the way. Yeah, I forgot to, I want to adjust my, my look here. Make it a little bigger. If the game is smaller, I want to make my camera windows a little bit bigger so there's not a lot of wasted space. So I'm going to kind of be toggling between, I guess, 2 settings mostly. If I have to tweak them more on the fly, I will. That's okay. So that's Birdie King. I could give it another go, but I generally just move on. You know, this stream is generally about just checking out games, and if I get really into one, then I get really into one. Next up is Blades of Steel, and I didn't know this was in the arcade. I knew it was an NES game, and I definitely did not know it was a trackball game until I was looking up trackball games, and I saw it on some lists of games. I tried this once, you know. Every time I set up one of these lists of games, I just try out each game real quick just to make sure it works. And it was really hard to control, so that might be a general theme for tonight. Hopefully not too bad, but we'll see. I do know some of these games, like I've definitely played a lot of Centipede and a bit of Missile Command and stuff. So if you're here, Andy, I'm sure you know this game for NES. I just saw my headset going into the red area, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. Sorry about that. Gotta get these volumes right. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Alright, let me try to refresh my memory on the controls. So there are 3 buttons.
Start of the first period. Face off. Get the pass.
Ryan says, the arcade by my house also had pool tables, so it was kind of a rough place. Okay. So you can name your team. As you can see in the top left, I'm cycling through the letters with the trackball. Oh, I guess I'm MQW today. I changed my middle name to, I actually can't think of a name that starts with Q, so Quentin. My middle name is now Quentin. Hey Arturo, how's it going? He wants me to call the team the Mighty Patos. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'm probably going to lose. That's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. They don't give you a chance to learn. Look at my angry goalie. Arr, arr, arr. Actually, when I did my little test run, it went better than that.
Face off. Get the pass.
I don't know which button does what.
CPU is on
That's
the
supposed to be
wing.
what my test is for, so I can figure out what button does what, but I just don't remember at this point.
CPU is on the wing.
Mash buttons until something happens.
Ah!
Yes, I'm beating him up. Yes, fight, fight, fight. All right, here we go.
Hey! You're brain damaged. 30 seconds playtime left. He's that me! All right. Oh, come on. Oh! Oh!
I don't know how to fight. Yeah, I won. I won the fight.
MQW.
Isn't hockey a great sport? Oh, another fight? Okay, it's time to figure out what passing is. Why is it? Oh, I'm barely able to move here. What's going on? I'm gonna need the joystick. That's kind of cheating. Kind of defeating the purpose of the stream. Oh, there we go. That one guy just didn't want to move very much for some reason.
1-0. CPU can dazzle.
Interesting. Alright, so that was saying, it gave me a very brief 1 period, and I was down 1-0 in that first period, so it was just game over. A lot of these arcade sports games, they're like, you're losing during 1 quarter or 1 inning or whatever, and then it's just like, well, if you want to continue, you gotta pop in another quarter. I didn't get points for winning the fight. That's the only problem I have with hockey. The fighting doesn't directly give you points. Yeah, we're going to be the Ducks this time. Very sensitive, very sensitive. D. U. DUC. Alright.
Face off. Get the pass. CPU.
This is a check. Oh, I had that puck.
Get the pass. Get the pass.
Give me that puck. Go, 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 go. Which is the shoot button? I don't know.
Ah!
Oh.
30 seconds playtime left. CPU.
Come on, let's fight. Oh, I swung at him and I fell in the process.
He's going down to make the save. Ah! Bruising check.
Oh man, he kicked my ass.
Nice steal. 5,
Oh,
4,
such a weak shot. Maybe I'm hitting the pass button by mistake.
1-0. CPU can dazzle.
By the way, let me know. I was thinking of zooming in on kind of the central area rather than showing the whole tank stick. So let me know what you think about that. Right now, it's showing the whole thing, but I could zoom in on the action as far as the overhead cam goes. Hi, Mom. Well, I don't know. I just can't seem to figure out how to play this game competently. Maybe I'll return if we have time at the end. But for now, I say we move on. Next up, we have Capcom Bowling. I was gonna play Simpsons Bowling, but unfortunately, that is not too playable on this machine. It being a Raspberry Pi, pretty much any game that requires 3D graphics is not going to play well. And the Simpsons Bowling game requires 3D graphics. Cool, Ryan. Thanks for the feedback. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? Alright, we're going to bowl now. So I guess, well, I know in this game you just kind of bowl by rolling the trackball like you would expect. Funny thing is, I actually heard the Simpsons bowling game was a lot of fun, so I was looking forward to that. But this one should do. Hopefully it's by Capcom. We know they make good games. Alright. So first you roll it. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. In the gutter. So first you roll. Well, I was trying to say you roll. You go side to side to place your ball, and then you can just wail on it. But I accidentally shoved it across the line earlier. Oh. Alright, I got one. Try that again. Shall we go straight down the middle? We could try that. Wait, what? Delay of game? Come on. Alright. We got a few. Woohoo. There we go. That's a nice one. Almost a strike. Not quite, though. I could see an arcade trackball game for bowling being a lot of fun. This one, so far it's alright, but I'm just getting, I guess in all these games I gotta get the hang of the controls, because trackball is kind of, for one thing, there's definitely a sensitivity issue. Like for any game, you have to tweak the sensitivity, and if it's too off, for the way the game was designed, it's going to be wacky. But it just seems doable. Just gotta get more of the hang of it. Okay, I got a spare. Wooch. So we had 2 holidays in a row. We had Valentine's Day, and now today's President's Day. I think, oh, what did happen? I think just before that we had Chinese New Year. Isn't tomorrow Mardi Gras? It's like 4 holidays in a row? This is not destined to become one of the most popular games of all time, like Wii Sports is. But this is pretty cool. Yeah, something like this would definitely be a lot of fun with 4 players too. I notice when I really wail on it, it kind of backs up the ball for a moment. It, like, I don't know, something about hitting it too hard causes it to kind of recoil. So maybe I'll just be gentle. Generally, I tend to wail on these trackballs no matter what I'm playing. And that time, it seemed to pay off. I think it's just so fun to wail on them. Okay, we got a few decent shots there. Notice I'm going a little bit left to center because I tend to hit it that way. Let's try my left hand. Why not? Oop. Oh, just missed. Hey, nice. Clean sweep, it says. Does anybody know what home console system had a trackball as a peripheral? I was thinking of throwing some of that in for the console that I have in mind, but I didn't do that. Actually, the emulator that I wanted to use didn't really support it, so that was the issue. I got a turkey. What is that, 3 strikes in a row? Nice. So I guess I was getting the hang of it by the end there. 128, not a great number, not bad though. So Ryan says he has an arcade 1-up Golden Tee arcade cabinet. Oh, nice, and he wails on the trackball. Cool, cool. Yeah, Golden Tee is a game that seems to be. It seemed like years and years past arcade gaming's prime. It was still around in like bars and stuff, and they were making version after version of it, if I recall correctly. And I actually have Golden Tee set up, the very first Golden Tee set up to play here tonight. So that was Capcom Bowling. And that was the year 1988, by the way. Next up is a true classic. I have to remember to actually toggle my settings here, or it's going to look a little funky. This one is something everybody should have at least heard of. It's called Centipede. I don't think NES had a trackball controller, or if it did, it was very obscure, because I hadn't heard of it for NES. But NES did have, the NES Arkanoid came with a special spinner just for that game. As far as I'm aware, it was only that game. But I don't think there was ever a trackball, a true trackball for NES. Anyway, this is Centipede. You're a little bug sprayer dude. You're like a little midget. No, you're like a fairy or something. And you're shooting these bugs that come at you and the mushrooms You get points for shooting the mushrooms as well as the bugs. The Centipede splits every time you shoot it. Let me just make sure I got these controls right. That's not the right one. Yep, so it's one button. You just shoot. Alright, let's do some bug spraying. With those spiders, you get more points the closer it is to you. So if you want to get greedy, you maximize your risk and wait till it's low. These centipedes, though, are annoying because right when they get to the bottom, they're a huge danger. Oh, like that. I had this for various home platforms, but they all use a joystick, so it's not really the same experience. With the exception of this home system that I'm talking about that had a trackball. I didn't have Centipede for that, but I had a knockoff Centipede game. So maybe that's a clue. But if you didn't hear of the system at all in the first place, I guess it's not going to help, probably. Anyway, if nobody knows, I'll tell you in a minute. Sometimes when the Centipede gets stuck in sort of a choke point, you can get a lot of nice pot shots at it. Oof. Are these the, what are these, fleas? Oh, that spider did not give me a chance. Play fairly, spider. Commodore 64, I don't believe it did, but Commodore might have had a mouse, though, which is very simple. Oops. They had an operating system called GEOS, or GEOS, I don't know how you pronounce it. And it was sort of like an early Windows or Mac OS. And it only actually worked on the Commodore, I think, 128, not the 64, because it used more RAM. Anyway, I guess where I'm going is if we're going to get into the weeds, it might have had an obscure peripheral, but I'm not really sure. But the one I'm thinking of, it was actually a very highly advertised peripheral. Kind of like, maybe comparable to the Zapper on NES. Like it was something that you did with this system. You used a trackball with it. But ultimately, they only made like 5 or 6 games. Kind of like with the NES Zapper, they didn't really have a whole lot of games. Oof. Surprised I'm still alive. I might have gotten a couple extra lives. How are the one arcade up things, or arcade one up, whatever it's called? I've heard of that name, but I don't know what it is. The mini cabinets, like 1/6 the size or whatever. Sorry, I can't glance at the chat at the moment, but I will soon, hopefully. I'm probably gonna die soon, so Centipede's not gonna be nice to me in a moment. Yeah. Oh, all right. 5200 had a trackball controller. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. It was weird with Atari. They had so many systems, and some of them were compatible, and it was like hard to keep track of which ones were though. Like the 8-bit computers, the Atari 800, the 400, the 800 XL. I think the 5200 or the 7800 were compatible with those. There was the Atari, I think ST, that was also compatible with them. Very hard to keep track of. And of course, the 2600 was bottom of the barrel tech-wise, and yet it was probably their best-selling system of all time. Arcade one-ups are 3/4 the size. Oh, so they're like real deal stuff. Wow. Yeah, I have the it's something that's 1/6 the size. It is from New Wave Toys. Yeah, New Wave Toys. This is my asteroid unit that I got recently. I thought these might be fun to collect. They're selling like hotcakes, so they're hard to get. And the Dragon's Lair one that I really wanted, it was like as soon as I heard of it, it was already out of stock. They like sold out in something like literally 2 minutes. But this one's fun. I actually made a video of unboxing this and playing it. It was actually a live stream. But anyway, that was some Centipede, classic game. Good game. That's one I could probably keep playing and try to do a little better each time. And I wouldn't want to throw it out the window. Crystal Castles is also very good. I think that one I'd want to throw out the window after too many tries. In this game, you are a bear. And you're trying to collect these gems on each level, kind of like Pac-Man eating dots. Just checking my screen to make sure it all fits nicely. Look at that, it fits nicely. You can see my ugly face and my ugly controller. No, the controller is beautiful. I'm not though. And you can fit the nice whole game screen there too. I kind of like this whole video layout I have going because most of these games I'm playing are very low res anyway, so you don't have to fill up the whole window. And I know a lot of people like to see the streamer's face because it gives it more kind of personality. And I thought it would be cool. This is my own idea. I didn't see anybody else do this. I'm sure somebody's done it. Is to have this overhead view so you can kind of see the action I'm doing. It's more like you can, it's more like you're maybe sitting next to me watching me play. That's the idea anyway. So here's some hints of this game. Magic Hat makes you invincible. You can kill Berthilda the Witch with it. These gem eater guys, they eat gems, and you can see the gem, the red gem, going up through their body, and they're vulnerable while that's happening, so you can touch them and kill them in that moment. If you take too long, these bees come. They're like the evil Otto of this game. Anytime a game has an enemy that comes along after you take too long, I call that an evil Otto. After the first instance of that I know of, which was evil Otto in the game Berserk. Alright, so you can see this board here is actually, it has my initials MPW, because I played this before and I have the top score on this machine. Alright, enough babbling, let's play some Crystal Castles. The little ball guys, they just eat gems and roll around. And a lot of these, this game has like warps and stuff. You can go into these like places and you hit a button and you warp sometimes. It had warp zones before Mario did. Oh, yeah, shouldn't be dying on the first level, but there we go. So you get a bonus if you're the one who picks up the last gem. If an enemy does, then you don't get much of a bonus. It looks like your volume's quite low on this game. Let me know if you want me to turn it up, and I'll turn it up a little bit right now. It's one thing that makes it hard to jump from one game to the next is every game they don't have normalized volumes. That one game could be much louder than the next. Turn it up some more. Yeah, we got that skeleton dude now. These are the guys you can ram into while they're eating gems, but unfortunately, this one next to me can't eat anymore because there's none right there. This one we can grab though. Let's get. Oh, I hit the trackball too hard and I hit the guy behind him. These centipede-looking dudes. All right, let's dance with this skeleton. No, I don't want. I'm gonna get the hat. The hat will make me invincible. Okay, now we can do it. He went down the elevator. That's convenient. Do do do. Smurfberry crunch is fun to eat. Maybe Berthilda on this level. Let's grab the honey. That's just points. So I can, as they said in the intro, I can kill Berthilda if I get the hat and touch her, just like that. Okay, he's eating gems again, so let's kill him. Sweet. It's the evil auto bees. Missed this one gem. It's like Pac-Man. Sometimes you leave one dot out in the, Guam. Does anybody say that phrase anymore? Like, oh, that's out in Guam. When I was a teenager, everybody would say that. Like, if you wanted to say someplace was far away, like, say your friends wanted to go to a movie theater, you'd be like, oh, that place is out in Guam. I don't hear that too much lately. What's going on? Oh, did I just warp? No. I'm on to level 2 though, okay. These trees are pretty nasty, but you can stun them by jumping over them. Oh, we killed the centipede gem eater dude. This is one of the games I always think of when I think of trackball games, so I had to play this. I have played it before on this stream. Ooh. Well, for whatever year this was, like 1984 or so, I put this in the stream for that year. Alright. So I did not beat my previous high score. You can see I'm in number 2 this time. I do really like this game. It's nice. Alright, so I'm trying to think, do I want to give this another go? I think I will give it another go. If I get too upset with this game, I will change my drink of water to Jim Beam. I think I have enough to handle the crying this game might make me do. Actually, this game isn't really that bad in that respect. It's just sometimes it can be a little frustrating. Oh, that's the funny thing. Some games don't have a start button because some creators of games decide why make a separate button that does nothing but start when you could just make it your game's like action button to start the game. So when I reach to press the start button, it does nothing. Atari was big on that. They were like big on avoiding start buttons, dedicated start buttons. Oh, they got the last chance in bonus. Yeah, do you ever hear the out in Guam phrase? Maybe it's a Long Island thing. I don't know. Oof. No. I like how he says, "Oh no," as he's dying. These trees are out in Guam. I've never seen killer trees in real life. I still have Eddie on the wall over there for old guy. He said it would be cool to see that, but I haven't seen him around since. And that is the mascot for the band Iron Maiden. I have a bunch of picture discs of theirs, just because I like the artwork. Got the last gem. Oh, that was the wrong place to move. So that's fun. I was able to, I don't know if you saw that cool trick I did, to toot my own horn a little bit. There was a row of gems to my left and the gem eater to my right. So what I did was I jumped over some of the gems to get the gem eater to eat. So then I killed him while he was eating. Well, I like that this game lets you use these cool tricks like that. And if you want to skip ahead to advanced levels, you can warp. Let's see if this is one. I think this might be one of the abilities where you can warp. Let's try it. No. It might be something like you need the hat on, and then you press the button while you're under there. So, unfortunately, I don't quite remember the trick. But it is satisfying to play with a trackball. For some reason, it feels really right with a trackball. I have had this on home versions, like on Commodore and Atari, and it's just not the same with a stick. Although it's not bad either, it's just this is cooler. Damn. Gem eaters. Ah, damn. Tree got me. Oh. I did not get a high score this time. I did not play well. So I got the credits instead, apparently. Okay. Oh, I'm in number 3. Alright, so that'll be enough of Crystal Cast for now. Ryan likes the graphics style. I like it too. Next up on the list is Gimme a Break featuring Nell Carter. No, I don't know. This is just a pool game. I thought I'd try it. I'm terrible at pool in any form, so don't expect a whole lot. But it's kind of cool. It's having a trackball pool game, and you get the pun right. Give me a break, haha. To 1985 Valley Sente. I don't know what Sente is. Greatest hustlers. Alright. Let's just whale it. What? Oh. Press Q button. Okay. Now I whale it. Okay, that was not exactly a whale. That was a gentle love tap. You can see my beautiful pool strategy is paying off here. Just to hit things randomly, basically. I have a clock going. Where the heck's my white block? Am I just trying to sink as many as possible? Does it matter if stripes or solids? I don't even know. Woohoo! Yeah, I got a 1 point. Okay, so I guess I'm solids now, but I'm not sure. Woohoo! So I have 2 points, even though I got stripes and solids. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter what I hit. So let's just hit things randomly. Yay! That's basically what I do in pool all the time. Maybe I can get this, you don't see where I'm pointing, so I don't even know why I'm gesturing. That's the one I wanted to get. Oh, scratch. Okay, maybe I'll just, put it right here. Hey, it actually went in. Oh, cool. No. Wrong direction. I was thinking going to the opposite. I don't know why. Alright, let's try that. That should be straightforward. Yay! Maybe this one will go into... We're gonna hit this straight to the left, perhaps? No. Ah, damn it. So I have 2 shots left in the game and my score is 7. Last shot. I guess I'll get to the lower left one. No. Alright, that's it for me, I guess. That horrible play was good enough for a high score, apparently. So I am tied for 4th place. And I don't think I really want to play that again. But it's interesting that there's a pool game. I could see that being fun. I'm MPX today. Not MPW. I wonder if that was multiplayer. I didn't notice. Let's see what it says at the bottom. Upright conversion kit and overhead pool game. Time to switch back to the menu mode. I need to make that automatic. By the way, if you want to see something cool, it's kind of cool. I was going to switch my theme, my UI theme here. The only problem with it was having an issue with video preview, so I did not switch to it. But it's a really cool looking theme that I'm just going to show off for a minute. This is called Space Oddity. It just looks really awesome. So it's going to take a minute to set up. So let's look at this. You go into the main menu and it has this cool looking selection screen where there's like a neon representation of the system that you're selected. Here's my favorite, the Vectrex. We got Super Nintendo here. For ports, it just shows an old PC. Yeah, the physics on that game weren't too realistic, and since you don't have to worry about actually physically putting the pool cue anywhere, it's kind of like weird. And just roll the ball wherever you want. TurboGrafx here. PC games, Nintendo, Neo Geo, Mega Drive, which is also Sega Genesis, and television, Game Boy. So anyway, I thought this was pretty cool looking. And I did not stick with it just because of the video issue I mentioned. But I can just stick with it now since I don't seem to have too many video previews for my collection today. Where was that collection menu? Custom collections. So you can go down to my trackball collection. And we're up to Kickman. It actually looks nice right here for the moment anyway. So I don't know. I think it's a really cool theme. Alright, Kickman is a strange game. I played it very briefly. It's from 1981. In this game, you are, well, there's instructions. I'll show you that. There's these balloons, and you have to pop the balloons or something. And sometimes there's a Pac-Man who comes and eats the balloons. It's maybe that's a Pac-Man. I don't know. Here's a demo. You're this clown guy on a unicycle. That's right. And you have a pointy thing on your head trying to pop these balloons that come down. Pop balloon on head. This is by Midway. Hit kick button for directions. Try to catch falling objects on clown's head. If you miss, kick the object. Back up and try again. To kick, press button on the panel. And every time you hit kick, it gives you more directions. Never catch a bomb. Never catch a bomb. There's some days you can't get rid of a bomb. Let's make it a little bit bigger just for this one game. Hopefully I don't regret that decision, because then I have to change for other game. Here we go. Okay. Pac-Man must be caught or kicked. When Pac-Man is caught, it eats balloons on the cyclist's head, awarding 5 times the balloon value. When Pac-Man is kicked, didn't read it all. Pac-Man bonus is awarded for each Pac-Man caught. So you pile Pac-Man on your head for some reason. Anyway, let's play. 2,000 bonus this rack when all... I don't know what that is. Okay, we got some yellow balloons, red balloon. Oh, I died because I didn't catch it and I should have kicked it apparently. Every time a balloon hits the ground, it's apparently too much for this clown to handle and he falls off his unicycle. Question is, Ryan, would you call the physics on this game realistic? Oh, here's a Pac-Man. Okay, let's put him on my head. So I got a Pac-Man bonus. Starts going faster on this level. And Pac-Man's gonna eat them now, watch. Yum, yum. So now I have 2 Pac-Man on my head, so I have some kind of Pac-Man bonus. Oh, gotta kick it. Cool, I kicked it up. And now I can catch it again. Nope, I missed again. There we go. Alright, Pac-Man's hungry, he's eating the balloons. Oh. Whoa. Cool. It's a crazy game, right? Most of it's pretty straightforward, but the whole Pac-Man factor just throws me for a loop. Like, what? You're also balancing Pac-Man on your head and he eats the balloons? What? I might just be easily amused, I don't know. Alright, I got a super Pac-Man bonus. Challenge rack. Remember, never catch bombs. Okay. Who's that guy? There's people on the windows throwing balloons out. Oh, I got distracted. Okay. Oh, we got ghosts from Pac-Man too now. Jeez. Oh. gets hard. I agree, Ryan. What a weird game. Alright, your ranking is 1. Your score ranking is 1. I guess that means I'm awesome. And we'll go with that. I'm number 1. I think I'm terrible, but nobody else will ever play this game on this machine, so I will remain number 1 forever, hopefully. Unless Rob Bob shows up and he wants to show me up. Are you there, Rob Bob? Do you want to try to beat me in this game? Alright, that is Kickman, a strange game from 1981 by Midway. I guess 1980 was when Pac-Man was released, so they said, we're going to just throw him into this other game we've been developing. The last minute. I'm just making that up. I don't really know. Anyway, next up on the agenda is a game called Liberator. Let's see how this looks if I have to resize it. The galaxy has been invaded by the evil Malaglon army. Commander Champion of the Atari Force has chosen you to become the Liberator. The people of the universe are depending on you to free them from their evil masters. I love how like kind of sci-fi alien names are always like the Glarzons and stuff. It's like a certain phonetic sound to the evil alien races. And I don't know why that's always a thing. Why don't they just have a nice name like the Johnsons or the Montaños or the Navarros? Alright, so your mission, shoot red flashing missile bases on the planet. Protect ship from oncoming missiles. Okay, how many buttons do we have in this one? Considering how old it is, probably just one. Wrong screen. It's got 2 buttons actually. Not every old game only has 1 button. Okay, Malaglons. Let's kill some Malaglon. Let's see. Resize a little bit, just because I'm not sure if we need that screen space. Okay. Liberator. Let's go. Message from Commander Champion. I love that name. Commander Champion. Long range scanner, detect enemy scouts in your sector. Here we got these 4 things. Guns. Kind of like Missile Command off the bat. Hard to hit these guys. I think I just hit 1 of 3. And now we're defending the planet. They're shooting missiles up from the planet. They're trying to destroy my guns. Kind of like in, Missile Command, which we will be playing very shortly, by the way. It might be the game right after this. Alright, we saved all 4 guns, so we're still alive. Or ships. Hey, rookie, training lesson 1. Concentrate firepower on planet missile bases to easily destroy your enemy. Okay. Now we're on a green planet. Why do we care about the green planet? That's probably where the Blargnons live. Or the Zoltans. And the funny thing about the name the Zoltans. Whoa! I just lost a gun for that. Oh, I lost the top right one too. So Zoltan is an alien race in the game FTL that I love. And back when I was a kid, my mom was going to a dentist whose first name was Zoltan. And back then I was like, that sounds like the name of an alien. So FTL backed up my idea that Zoltan is an alien. But apparently it's some kind of like Hungarian first name, I believe. Zoltan. How did I get from playing this game to talking about Hungarian first names? I don't know. Anyway, level 3. Oh, wrong button. I have shields apparently. Oh, that's what the other button is. I should use those if I'm about to get hit, obviously. I'm playing it conservatively with the shooting, because I'm thinking it's going to work like Missile Command, where you have a limit of ammo. But I'm not sure if that's actually the case here. Hey, rookie. The same lesson. Am I just doing a bad job of it? So it keeps giving me the lesson. Can't seem to hit them on this screen. Ooh, I lost one. So I have one ship left. Now we're on the brown planet. The red spots are where I want to shoot. Okay, I got it now. They did say that, but somehow I didn't click. I guess that's why the training thing kept happening. Oh, they pwned me. They pwned me. Game over for me, huh? That's pretty interesting. And that planet graphic, considering what year did I say this was? 1982, and it's an advanced game too. Wow. But yeah, that planet rotation is not bad graphics for 1982. But it's time to say hi to Jimmy. If you're under 21, you're not allowed to watch the stream anymore because I'm having Jim Beam. I'm just kidding. I don't think it's going to hurt you. It is kind of amazing though. YouTube has very strict. If you say that your stream, if you select it suitable for kids, there's like a whole slew of things you can't do. Like you can't even. It's like even difficult to put ads on your stream. Anyway, that is Liberator. I liberated 3 planets before dying horribly. No, I don't have Missile Command next. I actually have Marble Madness next, which I played a couple times on the stream before. I'm determined to get good at this game. It might not happen anytime soon. I was actually thinking I'm going to spend a couple hours before this stream just playing the heck out of Marble Madness so I can put on a decent show of it. I managed to squeeze in like 20 minutes, but I am still terrible. I cannot get past level 3. I do have level 1 down to like a science at least. Anyway, this is a classic game where you just use the trackball to roll a marble around an obstacle course, and there's enemies who try to kill you and stuff. It's a really good game. It is very challenging with a real trackball. And some of the home versions didn't use a trackball. You could just roll where you wanted to with a joystick. Alright. Already on level 2 is when it gets pretty hard. You got this Jerko black marble messing with you. It's usually just best to avoid him. You got these aliens trying to eat you. Oh, don't. I had this level down pretty well before, but somehow I don't anymore. But, 3 is going to kill me for sure. Another volume rather. It looks like it's a little bit loud, but okay. Yes! So I'll turn this one down a little bit. Yeah, this one, I have trouble with even going through these little corridors. I feel like I probably have to go more gentle than I usually do. I just kind of bounce along these corners quite a bit, so I'm probably rushing too much. Okay, then we got these guys, and that ramp gives you so much momentum, it's just not easy. These acid blobs try to get you, and look how many there are. They really they go all out on you like right away. Okay. I got the magical fairy dust to give me extra time, so that's good. I might actually have a chance. I don't want to speak too soon. Oh. I'm speaking too soon for sure. Damn. Alright, now I lost for sure. If I had not died there, I might have had a chance. Oh, I was supposed to go up there and ride that conveyor belt-like thing. I might give it another go. Ryan says he had the Marble Madness Tiger electronic handheld. How could that have possibly reproduced the gameplay of Marble Madness? That doesn't. For anybody who doesn't know, these Tiger electronic games were these LCD games that excuse me, that was pleasant, I'm sure. They didn't even really have like a pixel display. It was like these fixed sections of characters would just light up. Like if say you were playing, I don't know, I had Shinobi. So say you're the ninja in Shinobi. You're walking along. First you're here. If you jump, it's like beep. It's like just 2 frames. You're on the ground or you're up in the air jumping, and then it's like very very limited display. But it was before people had Game Boys and stuff, so we thought it was cool. I do need a whiskey after that. I had Shinobi and I had Mega Man 2, I believe. I actually won Mega Man 2, the Tiger one from that game show I was on. But Shinobi was a Christmas present. I thought it was really cool though, even though I'm making fun of how bad it was now, but I thought it was pretty cool at the time. Now that said, it's not something I'd want to revisit. I'm all for revisiting old stuff. I like old games. There's some stuff though I'm not gonna touch. I'm not gonna touch a Tiger Electronics game. As far as I'm concerned, when Game Boy came out, there was no need to play any of those. Hey, you gave me a nice boost. Oh. I was trying to back up just as that drawbridge kind of thing was going up. Diddy. As you can see, you do get better with practice, which I guess is, you could say for practically any game, but the game it is tough on beginners. I guess you could say it's a tough learning curve. So this whole kind of icy looking area, you just lose control. And as far as I know, you have to just kind of pray that you get through it, which is really rough. If you don't get lucky, you just die a few times. Last game, I just zoomed past it with luck. And I'm going to lose probably because come on. Oof. That's rough. One more try. Maybe there is some trick to that, but I haven't figured it out. And Stu, our friend Stu, who's a regular, and we watch his streams too, he said he just kind of moves you in a random direction, so there's not much you can do. So he kind of corroborated my opinion. Go away, jerk. Now you can actually have duke it out with him. You have kind of a joust. Oh. And you can knock him off, but it's not easy. I find it's usually just best to skip him. Oh. Here we go. Can we do it? Oh! Alright, we did it. Alright, here we go, the hard level. Go. Christ, come on. Yeah, at least I have an idea of what to do towards the end here. Hopefully I can do it in time. I got the fairy godmother or whatever. Magic wand. Oof. I gotta go on this conveyor belt kind of thing. Ah, come on. Alright. It's not gonna work today. 3, 2, 1. Oh, so close. I guess you don't have to go that way. I just noticed another. Alright, so that's Marble Madness. That's all the Marble Madness I have in me for today without having extra bourbon. That's definitely a classic right there, Marble Madness. Alright, next up is a sequel to Centipede called Millipede. This game has more legs. I think there's 2 buttons in this one. I have to check. Look, we have dragonflies, mosquito, earwig, bee, inchworm, a DDT bomb, millipede, growth, beetle, and spider. So we have a lot of critters in this one. You can shoot these DDT bombs that cause an explosion. So this is like Centipede on steroids. I don't think it ever took off quite as much as Centipede. It's like most things, the original usually considered the best. Not in every case, but you know. Anyway, we have only 1 button actually. Okay. Oh, you had this for NES too? Cool. Ryan says he had this one for NES. I didn't know they made this for NES, huh? So I can choose a starting score. I'm gonna go with 0. That probably means easier at the beginning. Ooh, the DDT bomb worked pretty good. I guess I should just call it D. Who's that guy at the bottom? There goes Eddie. He took a suicide dive. Probably the blue tack stuff I used to hang him up wasn't good enough. Oh. Uh. Fires are pretty quick in this one. There's the inchworm. Oh. Man. Earwig. Ian definitely throws a lot more critters at you. Oh. Oh man, this is hard. What is that one? Dragonfly? Oh. Your life right there. From points, I suppose. Help me, it's too much. Oof. Still alive, barely. Wow, it's rough. No high score for me. Whoever BBM is, he's got a good score. Oh, sorry, you had Marble Madness for NES. Okay. Yeah, I had it, I guess it was for Commodore 64 I had it for, but I also had a knockoff called Gyroscope. It was like the same kind of game, but you were moving this gyroscope along instead of a marble. Yeah, it was my blue tacky stuff wasn't good enough, I guess. Hopefully the record didn't get scratched up too much, even though I just use it for decoration. Yeah, kind of want to give this another try, but wow, it's intense. I wonder if the difficulty it's setting. I'm too slow to handle this right now. I actually have it on easy apparently. Actually, they have a different setting per per critter kind of like the millipede head can be easy or hard, and the beetle can be easy or hard. Spider can be easier. That was a easy spider. That spider was like doing all these irregular patterns and really throwing me off. It was tough. I think it might be that I was used. It's like different from Centipede. And I never really played this one. I kind of only played Centipede. Yeah, it's a cool game though. I'll give it one more try. It's in 1982, by the way. The original Centipede was 80. We just said a little while ago. So this guy at the bottom. Which critter is that? I guess it's the beetle. Beetle Bailey. Here we have a fly thingy. I don't know. It's not a dragonfly, is it? Something else. Oh. Get the DDT. Ah, too late. Oh. Yeah, those spiders are giving me a lot of trouble. Speaking of the devil, I think I just gotta take him out whenever I get a chance, because I'm not good at dodging them. An understatement, right? Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Is this kind of like a bonus? Oh, that was a good DDT. Good DDT nuke. Hey, another good one. Those flowers you cannot shoot, I just noticed. You can shoot the mushrooms, but not the flower. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is too dangerous. This is too dangerous. Oh. I only imagine if I made the spider hard. Actually, sometimes it's not bad, and sometimes it just leaps at me unexpectedly, and I'm like, ah, I'm dead before I can react. Oh. Alright, that was Millipede. I think that's all the Millipede I have in me for tonight. Yeah, solid game. I wouldn't mind trying that some more, too. Alright. Next up, we have Missile Command. I also put on this list Super Missile Attack, which I had not heard of until I watched that recent documentary on Netflix called High Score. And that was basically some college kids made a separate board that you could hook up to Missile Command. You could consider it like the first ROM hack, perhaps. So it made the game different and harder, and they were selling it to arcade, and there was a whole legal thing that ensued because Atari or whoever made Missile Command was not too fond of that. Yeah, it was Atari. But basically, the original Missile Command, apparently a lot of people found it easy once they got good at it. I'm still pretty terrible at it. I had this mostly for home. This is another game where it was designed for a trackball, but I just pretty much only played it on home machines. And so I'm used to playing this on, I guess, 2600, Atari 2600 with a joystick pretty much. But you do is, and also I only had one button. And this one you have 3 buttons. And you can see you have 3 batteries, meaning art, guns to shoot from. So you have the left, center, and right. And each one has a limited amount of ammo, so you can't just keep pounding one of them. So I guess ideally, if you're a good player, you're always shooting from the battery that's closest to the missile that you want to shoot down. And then when you run out of ammo, you start shifting to the next one. Is there kind of a blinking effect on the stream? I'm looking at my preview window and I'm seeing some kind of flashing. I don't know. Alright, whatever, I'll just play. It seems to be intermittent. By the way, this game has an ending screen that, if you look at the thumbnail for my stream, it says the end, and it flashes and it flashes. Kind of like the intro, but worse. I doubt it's an issue for anybody, but I have heard people recommend, if you're prone to seizures, you should not play this game. So if you are prone to seizures, then maybe you want to log out for the next 5 minutes or so. This is not this. For some reason, I'm looking at this on my preview and it's not totally smooth. Huh. Has it been like that the whole stream, or? I don't know. It seems like it's good enough sometimes. I mean, most of the time it's good enough, but once in a while it kind of stutters a little. But I don't know. I'm just gonna go play now. So, by the way, we're trying to protect these cities on the bottom. And if you lose them all, it's game over. I don't think the home version I played had that space alien kind of thing. Whatever that thing was. I'm low in the center. See that? You run out of ammo if you mash one of the buttons too much. You never heard of Missile Command? Wow. Or do you mean the Super Missile Attack one? So yeah, by the way, to be clear, this is Missile Command for now, and later I'm gonna play Super Missile Attack. I did start the right one out. Now I'm second guessing. Did I select Super Missile Attack by accident? This is Atari 1980, so I assume that means Missile Command. Alright. So it gets faster, quick. Just dangerous quick. I just lost a city, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. I'm a bad missile defense person. Oh, 2 cities. No blinking says right. Okay. Hey, blinking. Sometimes I do resort to mashing when I don't know what else to do. This is a hard game, though. Alright, so I'm out of missiles. All I can do is helplessly watch this missile strike my city and destroy it. It's very sad. Now it's all down to this one city. I gotta protect it. Oh, I'm done. Cool, thanks, Ryan. I'm always concerned about technical issues, and sometimes I guess there's nothing to worry about. But it didn't give me the end. Maybe that's only a Super Missile Attack. You would know it if I was, you would know what I'm talking about. So I got my second best score, not my best. And not that I'm great at this game in the first place, but yeah, that is some Missile Command. That is a classic. There's actually a version of that for Vectrex that a homebrewer made relatively recently. They called it Patriots. Next we have a game called Quantum. This is a game I had never heard of before, and in Quantum you'll see in a moment, but you have to kind of draw like a polygon or a circle or a shape around these thingies, for lack of a better term. term. Quantum, level selection, circle starting rec. Roll the trackball to increase or decrease the selection of recs. I don't know what the recs means. What happened here? Eh? Not sure what just happened. Let's start over. I tested this and it worked. You're just kind of trying to, like I said, you're trying to draw around these things that are trying to kill you or something like that. Okay, Ryan said he never heard of super missile attack. Cool. Now I get what you're putting down. But yeah, that was kind of like what we would call today a ROM hack, I suppose. So I don't know, something's funky about this game today somehow. I don't know why it's giving me a time limit for level selection before I even put in a quarter for one thing. And the game is not working as far as I can tell. Huh. Let's try one more thing. Then I'll move on if it doesn't work. There's that timer going when I load it. Let me just try letting that run down. I don't know. I wonder if that's like an arcade operator config thing that it's giving me. So is it circle starting? Oh, you know what? It's going on. This trackball is not working right now. Yeah, that's right. You're supposed to circle the level you want to play, and it's just not moving. So let's try another game quick. Make sure my trackball is functioning. I'll go back to missile command. If it's not working at all, I have to fiddle with stuff. But if it's just that game being annoying, I will move on. It's always funny when you test things and they work, and then you try to go live and they don't. Yeah, so the trackball works fine here. Actually, one last quick thing I'm gonna try. There's I can hit tab on my keyboard and see if I can fiddle with the config real quick. If there's nothing obvious, I will just move on. Analog controls. Yeah, they look okay as far as I can tell. Dip switches. There's nothing that says turn off trackball in the dip switches. Input is mouse X, mouse Y. It should work. I don't know. Very strange. Okay. We don't get to play Quantum tonight. That deserves another sip. Next up is Rampart, which we played on the stream before. It's a fun one. You're trying to defend your castles from invading ships, and every round you get to shoot the ships and rebuild your castle with like Tetris style pieces almost. It's pretty cool. They made this game for like every platform known to man. They probably had it for like Game Boy and NES and Sega Genesis, etc. I think it was for DOS even. Let me just review the buttons. There are 2 buttons. Or the Ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. I'm so gallantly streaming Rampart. This Atari because it didn't let me use the dedicated start button. Alright, so this is up to 3-player as you can see. Let's play beginner. Alright, let's pick a castle. Let's go with, I don't know, this one. So we get to place our cannons within the fort walls. So we can place one here. I guess here. Shoot at the enemy ships. Hopefully I'm pressing the right button. There we go. Okay, I took out 2 ships and one of them's on fire, and they damaged some of my walls, so now I have a chance to repair walls. And let's do that. This is my Tetris-like piece. It's definitely a cool concept.
Surround the castle to stay alive.
Alright, I'll surround the castle. I got the hint. I don't know if there's a good way to place it, but there we go. So I guess if you ever don't have a surrounded castle, it's game over. So I get 2 more bonus castles. Alright, so Ryan's taking off. Thanks for joining, Ryan. Always fun. It's always fun hanging out with you. And I'll see you perhaps next Saturday. Or on Stu's next stream. I think he said he's going to do them on Thursday. At any rate, I'll see you later. Have a good night. Oh, I'm on a new battlefield. Interesting. So I can choose which shape of water versus land I like, I guess. Let's do this one. I like this one because maybe all the ships will have to go into that like little cove or whatever you want to call it, the bay, and maybe it'll be like they're kind of all congregating in one area and easier to hit. I'm just kind of making that up. I'm just hoping it'll work like that. Let's choose this guy. Are they coming out with me with like rowboats? I only have 2 cannons.
Ready, aim, fire!
Problem is right now they're so far away that my shots take a long time to reach. And they're pounding me in the meantime. So I can only shoot 2 shots at once because of 2 cannons. By the way, in case that was not clear. Let's place some stuff here or we're going to be dead. I'm running out of time. Go, go, go. Yeah, just in time. Yeah, get more cannons. I just gotta get 2 more. I can definitely need the firepower for sure. It's like the reinforcements are coming in.
Ready, aim, fire! Fire!
Like a little bit Tetris, a little bit, I don't know what else to call it though. A little bit missile command. Come on, go, on, go, go. It's kind of a little bit difficult to get it precise when you're rushing. Go, go, go. One more, one more. Oh! So close. Oh, I had another one too that I missed. Am I still in the game? I don't know. No, I'm defeated. Damn. So I feel like if I could just get better at moving the pieces, like placing them precisely where I wanted with this trackball, I'd be doing a lot better. Alright, that's a taste of Rampart. Oh, I should have resized the window I see now. Okay. And what year was Rampart, by the way? I believe it was 1990-ish or 91. That was 91. Next up, we have the game that might be the most interesting of the evening, and that is Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. And that's its name, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. It's not Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic the Hedgehog by Sega. It's literally called Sega Sonic, one word, the Hedgehog. I'm noticing lag again when I look to my left. I don't know why. It's like this. The text is not scrolling smoothly. Well, no, I have no complaints, and Ryan kept saying it looked fine, so I guess I'll just go with it. But it's like in my streaming stuff through OBS, it's like all sputtering a bit for some reason. Okay, let's play some Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a Japan-only game. Every chance I get, I like to throw in one Japan-only game. A game that never made it over here in the US. Usually that means the game is a little bit crazy. And I like crazy. It's like somebody decided, you know, this game is not marketable in the US because they use a lot of times it's like they use some kind of Japanese mythology with these crazy looking demons and stuff. That's one pattern I've noticed. If there's crazy looking demons, it might not make it to the US. I guess we're scared of Japanese demons. So here we are, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's take a look at the controls real quick. It is just one button and the trackball. I can choose Sonic, Ray, or Mighty. I don't know who the heck is Mighty. I will pick Sonic. At least I know who he is. So here you go. Here's the demonstration. You roll to move Sonic, and you jump with the button. Oh, Sonic has gotten eaten by Dr. Robotnik. First, you have to break out of the cage like that. That's all I played basically. So what are we doing? What are we doing now? I'm sure he's taunting me. I don't read Japanese though. He'd probably say, "I will destroy you, Sonic!" Ha ha ha. And he's gonna throw me into a volcano, I guess. Whoa! Go, Sonic, go! Ah, lava boulder. Oh no, I got hit. Whoa, I guess I was supposed to jump. Oh, here we go. Wah! Go, Sonic, go, go. Stop slacking me, Andy. Where'd I go? Oof, did I fall? Yes, I died. Continue, sure. Whoa. Up, 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 up. Okay, where are we going? This way. Go, Sonic, go, 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 go. Oh no. Whew. Sonic is much more intense than... It's like a different style game. We're totally in the 90s here, obviously. Curse you, Sonic. Okay, I'm in an icy level. Oh no. Last thing I want to do is slip around when I'm banging on this trackball. I don't want slipperiness. Alright. Yeah, we're slipping. Slip and slide. Okay. Whoa. Gotta go fast. Ooh, great. Yeah, I guess it's not a good idea to go back. Doesn't seem to work very well. Catch? What am I catching? I'm interested if anybody's even heard of this game, let alone played it. Oh no, I'm bouncing back. And the audio is sputtering. Yeah, you really have to throw ice at me at level 2? Okay, we're going this way this time. I think. No? Yes? Okay. Whoa. No. Huh. Interesting game. One more credit. Let's try a different character, like Mighty. Who's Mighty? I guess I lost interest. What's going on? I think the last Sonic game I played was Sonic and Knuckles. Am I going the wrong way? What's going on? Okay, I beat the level. So I don't really know all of the Sonic Universe characters, basically past the introduction of Knuckles. I know Tails. Um, Desert Dodge. It's strange hearing Dr. Robotnik sound like some Jackie Chan villain or something. I don't know. I know that's not Japanese. Whoa. Oh, I got eaten. Gotta go fast. No. Can I only kill you guys? Using a jump attack. I don't know. Alright. I think that's all I got in me for Sonic Tank. Yeah, I think my Raspberry Pi has a little trouble keeping up, so the audio kind of goes on and off. That's definitely an interesting game. And somehow rushing as a Sonic character seems to just fit with pounding on the trackball kind of action. So yeah, I appreciate that game. Next up is going to be, I think, Super Missile Attack. This is the ROM hack, as I'm referring to it as. Super Missile Attack. Okay, so how is this one even different? I know I've played it before. I probably just didn't get far enough to notice much of a substantial difference. It looks like the cities are actually fire. That's very strange, but let's just give it a go, I guess. Gen Comp is, I guess, the company that hacked this, and they went on to do more stuff. I just can't remember what. They were not just this one-shot thing. You could probably Google for Gen Comp and find out. All right. Game really hits you hard pretty fast. Does not play nice. I mean, that's level 1 notwithstanding. Actually, those first two levels were not bad. Oh, now we have blue. Anybody played like a PC version of this where you're using like a mouse or something? I think I've done that before. Somehow it's definitely coolest with a trackball. Uh-oh. Oh. Bonus City, nice, I needed that. Did everybody have a good Valentine's Day, by the way? If you do anything for that. I'm mostly thinking about the leg of lamb my wife made for Valentine's. It was very good. And then for dinner tonight, we had kind of a gyro sort of sandwich using thinly sliced pieces of that lamb. It was very good. Out on the right side, out of missiles. I gotta use left one more and center two. Oof, rough game. Highly intense, which I like. Get away. One city left. I got a bonus, so I have two. What are you up to tonight, Arturo? Thanks for playing last night. I mean, 2 nights ago, by the way. I'm all out. Oh, man. Come on, you can do it. Having tacos, nice. Stream and tacos, that's a good combination. Hey, look, I did just about exactly as well as I did last time, which means I could not handle that level, basically. Cheers. Ah. Shall we try zooming in on the trackball for the end? Just to try it out. I'm gonna do that. Is it better? I don't know. But this will be our point of view for the rest of the stream, which is not going to be too much longer. Okay, so thanks guys for hanging out tonight. That's what my streaming is all about, hanging out and playing games. It's also nice to have a scheduled excuse to play on this cabinet, because I kind of just generally don't otherwise. Even though I want to, but it's like, I don't know. Like I need a schedule, like something to make me get up and do it. As strange as that might sound. Anyway, this game is called Civilian by Taito. That was a horrifying sound. Okay, it's in use for... I'm going to cross out Japan and say United States only. In this game here is dragon, and it's weird controls. You're rolling around this dragon with a trackball. This is another Japan only game. So again, we get the weird. We don't get all the weird stuff here in the U.S. And this is the action that you see here. Basically, you're shooting stuff as a dragon. Are you a robot dragon? Maybe? I think you are. All right, let's stop watching the demo and play. What are my buttons again? I have just one button. Okay. I don't know which these selections mean. I think the first one is a safe bet. Chapter 1. Stuff I can't read happens. Okay, I'm gonna cook some guys now. Cook them, cook them. I cannot kick the blue guy. Cook the blue guys, I think. Life plus 1. Oh. I can kick the blue. Okay. What did the blue mean then? I don't know. Yeah, I probably want to turn down my sensitivity, but it's a little crazy. I have a fire meter, by the way. It's not unlimited fire. It replenishes if I rest for a moment, though. Ah, dead. Alright, let's turn it down. While I'm dead, I'm going to turn down the sensitivity a little bit. If I get the time to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Where the heck is that? To another menu. Let's go to 35 on both axes. Yeah, I'm almost dead. Go away, skulls. What's going on? Cannot seem to kill them. Okay, looks like a boss time. Ah, go away, scary boss. Oh. Oh. Almost dead. Oh, dead. Looks like my fire can knock those blue projectiles away. So that's good to know. Ugh. Take that, you fiend. Chapter 2. Blah 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 blah. What is going on? I'm not sure what the blue means, because sometimes I think I just can't hurt anything blue, but I'm not sure. I guess that's it, but I could have sworn I killed something blue once, so. I'll just go with I can't hurt blue. Until something tells me otherwise, I don't know. So. Difficult game for sure. I bet it'd be easier with a joystick. Some games I think, well, probably didn't really need a trackball. I think this might be one of them. Does anybody out there have a favorite trackball game? Oh, sorry, I was reading the chat. Oof. Always a bad mistake when you're in an intense situation. So Arturo was taking out the trash. Yeah, it looked like, I don't know, in my preview it looks like the video keeps screwing up, but Brian said it was fine and nobody else is complaining, so I guess I'll just keep going with it. I guess my preview could be lagged or something. Alright, so that is, what tag was this game again? Civilian. 1988 title. And we have one last game left, and that is the game called The Irritating Maze, which is by SNK. I kind of thought this was for Neo Geo, but Neo Geo doesn't have a trackball, so how does that work? I did test this, and the trackball works. I'm not really sure if it's just not really a Neo Geo game or what. But anyway, this game is called Irritating Maid, which I think comes from a bad translation. I think somebody was like, let's try to give the game a name that indicates that it's really challenging and tough and that it'll give you a hard time. And so somebody tried to translate that, and they came up with the best word they could come up with is irritating, which is what you use for a mosquito bite. You don't use that adjective for a game, at least not a game that you want people to play. So, so this game is either the name is a bad translation or it is akin to a mosquito bite. So let's find out. Maybe it is akin to a mosquito bite. Oops. It's the last one I have on the list, but I do have a little bit of time after, probably, or I could just end it without going too crazy late. That would be reasonable. Oh wow, did I say the console I was talking about earlier? I don't think I revealed it. It was the ColecoVision. ColecoVision had a roller controller, they called it. The roller controller is a trackball, and they had some games that were harmful to people with cardiac disorder and or pregnancy. What the heck are they talking about? It's that irritating, I guess. Anyway, yeah, roller controller was for ColecoVision, and they had about 6 games. Slither was a Centipede knockoff, but they had Centipede itself as well. So go figure. They had a game called the War Games that I wanted to try, which is like it's like based on the movie War Games, and you had to prevent nuclear destruction or whatever. And anyway, the emulators don't seem to support roller controller, or I'll have to look into it more deeply another time. But for now, we're gonna just play the irritating maze, and then probably end the stream. All right, the irritating maze. Let's go. The zap rod icon is displayed on the screen. Responds to the movement screen. Responds to the movement of the trackball. Okay. The course can be reviewed by operating the trackball while depressing button A. Whoa. So this is kind of like it's kind of like operation where you don't want to touch the walls. I can be man or lady. Okay, I guess I'm closer to man. Novice sounds good. Novice course. Alright, we have to not touch the walls like in operation. Now you can hold the button to scroll around the map. I just want to make sure I got that button right. So I think it's this one. No. Hold on. Go. Oh, that's not it. That's the one. Okay. So now I know which button I should have my finger on top of. Oh, I just died already. Operation. Come on. Alright, so I have to get used to how to actually move straight with the trackball. Well, this is certainly irritating. And it's a maze, I guess. Go gently, 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 gently. Oh. Stop looking at me. Okay, nice and easy. Nice and easy, does it? I only have 45 seconds to get through the whole maze, I think. Or at least a checkpoint. Jeez. I mean, one of the problems with emulating trackball, though, it could be that this was designed for a certain sensitivity, and I have no idea how to set it. I don't know. Or it could just be I suck. It's probably that. Probably that I suck. Be a little from column A, a little from column B. Oh. But now they have moving blocks, that's even harder. Looks like a slot machine.
Ready?
Ready, steady, go. Oh, where am I going? Oh, I have to go there. Okay. So I'm going back up. And I'll try to go through here. Oh, jeez. Okay. At least there's a map on the bottom. For what that's worth. But at least it gives me an idea of how far I have to go. So I am pretty far into the level. It's not a long level. Just have to not touch the walls. Okay, bonus time. I don't know what I'm doing for bonus time, but okay. I will go up. Oh, okay. Hello, bees in love. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Oh. Okay. I kind of see the appeal of this. It's just not easy. I'm gonna let the continue expire so I can play as Lady. I'm gonna be Lady this time. Okay, Lady. Let's see if you're better than man.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
Gotta take your time. It's better to take your time than rush it, right? I can't even do it when I'm taking my time. Oh, lady looks strange from the back. Okay, her hair looks funky. It's very wild. All right, lady, let's do this. It's funny. It's like an electric rod or something. Electrified rod. You must traverse the maze without shocking yourself to death. Yes, I have decided irritating is the perfect adjective for this game. Okay, so
Checkpoint.
checkpoint. Let's go down this time. Clearly I died last time because I went up. It wasn't because I sucked. Hold out, says the bee. Thank you, bee. That's really helpful advice. Ah! Alright, I think I've had I hit my limit of irritation. Alright, so that is irritating maze, also known as ultra dendrio irrible. I don't know how to pronounce these things, sorry. Well, since we are not too late as far as the clock time, we could try to play another game, squeeze in something else. I could play as a tax game that I didn't really like. This is a game that it's like a strategy game. Around this time, the early 90s, I saw this game in multiple forms. It was like the game mechanics were duplicated in many different forms. I had a game for DOS called Spot. It had the 7-Up Spot character. And you were, this was the game. You would, basically, it's white, red versus blue. And you can move one piece at a time. If you move a piece to an adjacent square, it, duplicates. Oh, looks like my screen's frozen. Okay. Sheesh, you wouldn't think this game would be the one that overloads OBS, but apparently it is. Actually, it's overloading my video encoder, apparently. Alright, I'm gonna quit that. And hold on 1 second. It's funny how many things can go wrong. Alright, I'm not gonna play that game. But anyway, I had that one, yeah, it was like the early 90s, that same exact set of game mechanics was in like 20 different places. Very strange. So if you want to look up Spot for DOS, that's the same game. So you move these little pieces around, and if you move adjacent, you clone your piece, or you can jump 2 spaces, and then you don't clone your piece, it jumps, it moves. And every time you make a move, then every adjacent enemy piece gets converted to your color. Alright, so I'm going to wrap it up soon. Maybe I can dig up a last second trackball game that I haven't played before. If you like what I'm doing here, I appreciate your likes and subscribes, by the way. I don't like to beg for it too much, but it always is nice to have the likes, to know that I'm doing something good. Sometimes I look at my history of streams, and if I see one with a lot of likes, maybe I want to do something more like that in the future. So I'm going to see if I can dig up, as I'm Googling right now, an arcade trackball game that I've never played, perhaps. Well, I already looked into the Simpsons bowling. We could play Combat School. What the heck is that? Reactor? Should I load up Reactor? Let's try it. I don't know what Reactor is. Let's try it. So I'm going to go into the main list I have here and hit page down for like 10 minutes, exaggerating a little bit. Okay, Reactor. That's a track and field conversion. I don't know if I want to. Oh, it's this one, Reactor. By Gottlieb. I don't know what to expect. I just decided to Google for trackball arcade game to find a name that I haven't seen before. And this is one of them. Gottlieb presents Reactor. 1982. Press any button for hints. Okay, I'll take a hint. Let's check the controls. Knocking in either set of control rods cools down the core. I should probably pay attention here. Tucking in both sets of control rods adds extra decoy. Press energy for extra hit power. Keep particles between you and the wall. Press decoy to lure attacking particles. Bonus chambers add extra points. Use decoy. It is kind of confusing. Alright, let's check the buttons that I have. I have 1 and 2. Okay, I'm just setting those to the most conveniently located buttons. I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna try it. This is a skelly game. I don't know what a skelly game means. We've got leptons, nucleons, neutrinos, pions, positrons, and photons. And decoys, apparently. Okay. I'm in the corner. I hit start. Let's go. Oh, they're coming for me. Oh, and then I touched the wall, I think. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so that button I press kind of makes me radiate this thing that causes guys to bounce off me. And that's a decoy. Cool down core, hit control. Oh, I was hitting them, but okay, I probably have to hit this button to hit the control rods. Oh. So when you do use that flare-up power thingy, you knock them around, but you knock back as well. So that's an issue, I guess. You don't want to be near the wall when you do that, like I just did. Ooh. So how do I hit the control rod? I should use more decoy. Let's take that decoy. I will hit the control rod. Nope. So you just can't move into it. You just hit the wall and die. But you cannot use the flare-up thingy either, because that doesn't seem to work. Let me try it again. Maybe I have to just do it more precisely. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Can I touch the center part? No. It's the part that's gonna blow up if I don't control. I don't have to control. If I don't cool down the core. Yeah, it's the core in the middle. That's what it is. Let me look at this again. Instructions. Can I go to the instructions? Anything hitting kill wall is destroyed. Knocking either set of control rods cool down the core. Maybe I have to like hit it with some velocity. Knocking in both sets of control rods adds extra decoy. Press energy for extra hit power. Yeah, I got that one. Key particle between you and the wall. Press decoy to lure attacking particles. Bonus chambers add extra points. Use decoy, but don't get trapped. Give it a try again, I guess. I'm gonna try hitting into these things really hard. So much for that idea. That time I missed even. Alright, I don't know. Hey, go figure. I can't figure it out. Alright, that is the unplayable, at least by me, reactor. Let's see if we got anything else we can dig up from the bottom of the barrel of Trackball arcade game. We could play Strata bowling, shoot. There's a lot of like bowling and darts and stuff like that. Sports seems to kind of sports games seem to go well with trackballs, I suppose. There's a game called Cloud 9. Should we try that? Cloud 9. I'm gonna dig up Cloud 9. And I think that'll be the last game for the evening. I have zero idea what Cloud 9 is. It's a prototype, apparently, by Atari, or at least I only have the prototype. Shoot clouds in the sky, avoid raindrops and other enemies. This for oh, alright. We're killing clouds or something, I think. Makes sense to me. Cloud 9. Checking out the controls. Okay, so let's set up these two buttons. Alright. Let's do this. Cloud. The clouds are the evil enemies. And we also have demons and stuff. But the clouds are the enemies, not the demons. No, I guess they're all demons. All enemies. Shoot. I'm just a red dude, I guess. Okay, and I have a brick wall as protection. There's a demon that comes along the bottom. Alright. I think I pressed a button that changed me blue. Hi, demon. I do not tolerate demons. Very low audio, so I could crank that up in a second. If I don't die in the meantime. Did it freeze again? So apparently the encoder card can't handle this game either. Okay, sorry. I'll just, maybe I'll just wrap up the stream. Not sure what's going on with my encoder card. Yeah, sometimes it's just, a certain port on my computer. It's the magical key to making it not freeze ever. So, the one thing I do if you want to check this out, check out my test. It seems to work fairly reliably that I neglected to do this time. And if I load the game Crossed Swords, there's a certain point in the demo where it'll hang if I'm using the wrong port. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that seems to be the best test I've ever come up with. So if it doesn't work well, I will just plug it into a different port and see if it works. Yeah, this is a fun this is not a trackball game, by the way. It's a kind of fun Neo Geo game. It's like a combination of a fantasy RPG, like an action RPG, and Punch Out. I don't think I'm gonna play it. This is just my test. What happens is this goes through several sort of screens here, and when it gets to the point where there's a lot of action, it'll either hang or it won't. It's very strange. This whole streaming business is a lot more delicate than you might imagine. It's like I've got this nice video capture device, but it doesn't always hold up. But when it gets to the action screen, we'll see if it lags or not. Anyway, I don't even know what the point of continuing here is, but just thought I'd show you for anybody who's interested. Yeah, this is doing it. It's lagging. See, it's right here. If I'm using the right port, it'll not lag. It's like always this game is a good barometer of that, and I just neglected to test this time. What I could do is just switch the port and see if there's any improvement. Of course, it's going to look funky for a bit. Oof, very funky. So now I have to select the new device here. Okay. And now the audio is not working. All right, maybe we should just wrap it up instead of playing with this stuff. So now you can see the main action here is actually working-ish. It's a little bit lagged. Anyway, I think I'll just wrap it up instead of boring you with this technical stuff. So yeah, next time I'll make sure I do that test properly. But yeah. Anyway, that's some trackball games. Most of them are pretty cool. I do like the trackball. It's a neat device. But that's pretty much the best trackball games I know of, and some old, some unknown games as well, or lesser known games. And I thought I had Golden Tee on that list. Did I remove it from the list? Anyway, that's a golf game that's really popular. They had several iterations of Golden Tee, but apparently I removed it from my list by accident or something. I don't know. But yeah, so next time on Monday MAME, I might play games from 1993, or I might play Laserdisc games. Let me know what you think. I'm not sure which one I want to play. And my regular Saturday night gaming stream will be on this weekend. That's Saturday night at 9 p.m. That's when I play PC games, basically. It can be anything random, but I have a fondness for roguelikes and anything multiplayer that's fun. I play games with my son on that stream usually. But that's all I got for now. So thanks for watching, and if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. If you don't like what I'm doing, then I guess don't like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.